Welcome to Attribute Breakdown, my friends. I am the Custard Prophet. This time we are going to be throwing a great big net into the murky lake of player attribute. What are we going to find? In this series we explore one single attribute in a short video. We examine what that attribute means, how it links with other player attributes to make a player better or worse. We also think about positions that this attribute is important for and how to best train it. If that sounds like something interesting to you, then please make sure you like this video and subscribe to the channel to make sure you don't miss any of these videos coming up. So in today's episode we are going to be focusing on a technical attribute. It's long throws. So, long throws. What does Football Manager say about this? Well, it's not really a surprise. It's the attribute which reflects a player's ability to throw the ball long at a throw-in, particularly in the context of attacking situations. So in previous FMs, long throws have been somewhat overpowered. I think we all are aware of that. So as Zealand has pointed out in a recent video on his channel, FM or SI have fixed long throws in an update to for the new game. So whilst the long throws are no longer OP in FM22, it's still worth considering using them if you have the right players. So what do you need for a long throw tactic to work? So obviously the first component of this is a player with a decent long throwing attribute, so plus 14, something like that. Without that, the tactic's clearly going to fall flat on its face. But there are other attributes which will help a player's long throwing ability. These are things like vision and decisions. So high attribute numbers in these areas will allow players to see the options around them and then pick the right option. Strength is also helpful to get the length of throw, and there's also useful player traits which might be useful to train. So possess long flat throw is particularly good, and this will help a player fire in a long throw which has the trajectory more like a low cross. Together these will help turn a player's long throw into an effective weapon. However, there is another consideration beyond the player doing the long throwing, and that is the players around them, the players who will be receiving the long throw, and also how they are positioned. Now the tactic of the long throw I'm not going to go into. There are plenty of videos on this, and what we talk about in Attribute Breakdown is the attributes. But the main idea here is having some big players to aim at, some players lurking to pick up a loose ball, and importantly, players to cover potential counterattacks. However, there are also key attributes that are useful for these players receiving a long throw. The key ones obviously are height, the ability to jump, so jumping reach, and also the ability to head the ball. However, there are also some mental attributes which will also help here, things like vision and positioning. Don't forget the players who may be able to feed off the header as well from the long throw, so that second ball. And having some quick players here with decent decisions and anticipation may also be a useful thing to include. So long throws can be improved through training, but only through a very limited number of sessions. So if you're a long throw specialist, there is individual training sessions which can specifically focus on long throws. In group training, only the set piece delivery session within set pieces will impact long throws. So whilst you can improve a player's long throws a little, you probably need a fairly decent level to start with. Perhaps an alternative strategy to improve your player's long throw is to improve those accompanying attributes, things like strength, decisions and vision of a player. Okay, so that is long throws in a nutshell. I hope you enjoyed it. If so, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. We have more of these guides coming up over the next weeks and months, and throughout the FM22 cycle and into the FM23 cycle. Let me know which player you most associate with long throws. For me, it's Rory Delap. Who is it for you? Also, which player attribute should we look at next time? If you enjoy this type of content and want to see more, why not check out some more of these attribute breakdown videos, and you can find these in the playlist. Or alternatively, for a one-stop shop on player attributes, there is a Passion for FM guide, which I will link to below, and this explores all of them. That's it from me, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.